Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why is that no other coach on the internet spends as much time as I do on each individual client, especially in the beginning. When you're coming into my coaching, I spend endless hours analyzing your audios. Takes me at least 2 hours per 20-minute audio, which is part of the most popular package on my website. The link is below, by the way. The Audio Unlimited package is what I recommend if you're coming into coaching with me first time around, especially. I usually recommend 2 to 3 months in coaching this way. There's also another package that is similar, but different in that we're mostly on the phone. And we're on the phone every other day, 2 to 3 times a week. And we're on the phone for an hour. I record that hour session with you, and I re-listen to it after we hang up. Later on, I take my extensive notes. Basically, there's no such coaching on the internet anywhere. Anywhere at all, because the amount of time, like I said, I spent on each individual client is substantial, because I'm genuinely curious in understanding who you are and to help you. So the hour that I analyze, I get back to you with my notes at the next session. In the case of audio exchange, I send my own audio with the analysis of your audio. And the audio exchange package also has 5 sessions that are on the phone. In either case, when you book my packages, either one of those, there are other packages on my website. Go ahead and check them out. We start with a phone session that I record for posterity and for notes. Once more, I take extensive notes, whether that's audio or phone session in the coaching with me. I take extensive notes. Now, there's another package that is phone sessions, 15 phone sessions. This is for somebody who's already been in my coaching and just coming back for a refresher course, so to speak. And we talk about anything you want, just to tighten up certain things, maybe further, kind of like talk about energy courses that I have on my channel, website. The energy course is something I recommend for somebody who's already been in my coaching or is an advanced student of metaphysics. But in either case, you will need to sign an agreement stating basically that I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a coach. You need to respect me. You can't violate the rules of coaching. Can't exceed more than 1 audio at a time unless I ask you to. There have been cases when I asked for a second audio because I wanted more questions answered. You don't get to disrespect me. You don't get to alarm me. And, if I'm fearful for my safety, I truly need to take matters into my hands, and unfortunately that has happened a couple of times in my coaching off of YouTube, and so I needed to put that into my coaching agreement for those who might think about doing something like that again. Basically, it states that everything is confidential unless you become a threat to me, unless I need to be alarmed for my safety. That's pretty standard all over the world in case of therapy or coaching. So once you sign that agreement, you date it, you print your name. All the other rules, there are like 10 or 11 points in there, basically very explanatory, all to do with you don't get to rebuttal me, you don't get to, disrespect me, and so on. There need to be rules that you need to adhere. For most people, that's really self-explanatory, but you just need to, sign it for formality, and after that, we start with the coaching. You can book via my website. Again, the link is below. And you can send me the fee via Cash App or Zelle. All right. Now, the reason I always go over these things, and there are other packages on my website. You can go check them out. There's a seminar that I've done many times already with people via Zoom and in person in New York. mostly it has to be in United States. I would prefer New York for now, but if you're not in New York, then we can talk about, but you have to be in United States, all right? Cannot be international, in other words. So the reason I reiterated is, believe it or not, so my intro starts with every single time with the same information, but there's still people reaching out to me and say, what is the price of your coaching? The link is below. I put it in the title, info below. I put it in the notes of the audio that I'm recording. All the information is below. And still, there are people who contact me and say, how much is it? I don't keep secrets. I made it as easy for you as possible. The link is directly below. I'm not trying to be ambiguous. This is why I explain it over and over again, right? So for those of you who already know everything I'm going to say, this is why I say it, because there's still people that are listening in and still, sending me emails about the same questions. The other thing I was going to say, for some of you who, I appreciate all the comments, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the emails. Here's the deal though, guys, right? So I make it as easy as possible for you, offering coaching and offering all this information for free with my videos, right? If you're frustrated with your current situation, I sympathize, I understand. The only thing is, I can't help you unless you're in my coaching, right? There needs to be some kind of understanding here where you can continue on watching my videos, and that's great. The other day, I get compliments on my videos all the time. I got a really big compliment the other day for somebody who has changed certain things in their life and received something like a huge sum of money or something because of my videos. And I mean, I get these emails all the time. But if you cannot figure it out on your own, then you need to get in coaching with me. It's as simple as that. So these comments were like, oh my God, the sky is falling and everything is going to shit and I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm doing my best here. You need to get into coaching of mine of some kind, whether that's phone sessions. I offer hourly sessions. I offer phone sessions. You need to help yourself. Complaining, quite frankly, it doesn't do jack. And so I'm sorry, but do something about it. This is why I'm helping people. I'm doing something for you. Now you have to do it for yourself. That's all there is to it. So please, my email is below. My phone number is below. I even put myself out there as far as giving out my phone number. But please, if you're ready to embark on coaching, I can help you. I don't, I don't offer advice for free. I don't work for free. Don't expect that for 1 second. I'm a coach, and you need to be respectful towards what I'm doing here. Don't expect me to help you in the comments. That's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, that sounds harsh, but there needs to be a certain kind of respect here, where, I'm trying to help you if you can help yourself. And quite frankly, to be perfectly honest, that would be even impossible for me to help you in the comments if that's what you're expecting, or just, emailing me, because I don't know you. I don't know your history. I don't know anything about you. For me to do this professionally and properly, it would be necessary for you to get into coaching with me, right? For me to even understand where you're coming from. This is why I cover childhood, adolescence, etc. in my coaching. It's not to waste time. It's to literally do my job correctly. Otherwise, like I said, if you can't do that, then continue watching the videos. That's all. But please don't ask me, don't expect my advice in the comments or over email without getting into that would be ridiculous for me. I already covered this on my channel once, a few times actually, where people just expected me to answer their personal questions in the comments. It's never going to happen. I don't know you. It would be unprofessional of me to do that. And more than that, I have to respect my practice where, I'm working here. This is work, okay? Just thought I put that out. And again, if you have any questions, or you want to first to connect with me via phone for an hour to kind of talk about what you want to work in coaching, go ahead and book me for an hour. And that's how we go. Okay, so the subject of today is how to crazy glue your SP to you. The thing is, it's a funny, it came to me, believe it or not, in my sleep, this title. And I found it funny, and that's why I kind of wrote it down. The short answer is with confidence, right? But basically, most of you don't even understand, the ones that have the ESP problems, which is most of my clients, most of the people who are listening to me. But this goes for everything, by the way, right? Anything at all, you name it. Money, SP, house, blah, 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 socials, I don't know, interactions, contracts, anything at all. The thing that, strikes me the most with people who have a DSP problem, NSP problem, is that they don't really understand that they already have it. And this phrase is passed around so much that it kind of lost its meaning. And I'd like for you to understand what it really means. With parallel realities, okay, and I know some of you either don't understand it or are kind of like tired of hearing it or don't understand it, okay? Without parallel realities, you would not be able to experience movement or any kind of like progress in your life or change of season, anything at all. Seasons, plural. And so parallel realities are the way the universe is built. Your world is built of parallel realities. Now, it seems like not much is changing if you haven't seen change or movement, like a lot of people talk about movement. There's no movement, la la la. But it's only because you have a set of assumptions and understandings about what it is to be expected, okay? In reality, there is a parallel reality that already has everything that you want. It's right next door. Like the other day, I was thinking about a certain time in my life where something happened. I was making a deal with somebody the other day, and I said to myself, wow, this is so extraordinary. Like, even like a decade ago, I would, this is amazing. I would not dream of having done that. And it was so easy, right? And I thought to myself how at that time, with the consciousness that I have now, I could have moved worlds. I could have literally produced the same results, but I didn't have that consciousness. Yes, even 10 years ago. And so that reality that I was in 12 years ago, something like this, is still very much alive and present. I'm just not tuned into that reality anymore. Now, if I stayed in that reality and didn't challenge myself, didn't work on myself, I would have still been experiencing that reality. And the reason I am not is because I did the work on myself. You see these people all the time. They experience the same reality for 30, 40, 50 years, their whole entire life. Why is that? The consciousness doesn't change. So, and you see the people where in 1 year, they're from somebody who was completely depressed and sad and lonely to somebody who's prosperous, abundant, and successful. The consciousness changed. But both realities, first of all, are valid and exist next door to each other. It's up to you to tune in to the reality where you already have it. So, but the entirety of time, the premise is such, is that imagine like a house with many rooms, okay? That's a metaphor for parallel realities. And so you reside in one room. If you don't like the room, change the fucking room. Go next door. There's a party there. With champagne and caviar and fucking lobsters or whatever else you please, right? That's it. That's it. Your SP is right next door in that room with the party and all the shebang. That version of that person who treats you well and who's glued to you, like crazy glued to you. Now here's the deal. Okay, follow this please and listen till the fucking end, all right? Don't be so fucking impatient. Your so-called reality is not real. It's not real after all. It's kind of like a cartoon, if you will. It's a little bit like of an animation. I often catch myself looking at reality and say, how funny. I used to take this reality so seriously, like maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago, something like this. And I used to get upset, like so upset. I see myself, the version of myself that I was then, in my clients all the time. And they're so convinced, this is what I see, Anna, this is what I see. And I understand, like I seriously do understand. This is why I'm able to help so many people, because I concur. I get it, darling. It's not that serious though, because once you understand you have the keys to changing everything, anyone, any circumstance, anything, then it's like, how real can this really be? If one person comes to me and says, I'm an asshole, and I change my mind about them, if I want to. Sometimes I don't give a shit. If I want to, though, they're fixed. They're changed. So how real is it? It's up to you to decide. So I think what people define as real is like it's stagnant. It's like fixed. It cannot change. This is what it is, and this is what it is. It's like that stupid expression, it is what it is. No, darling, no. It's not it is what it is. It's what you perceive it as to be. It's the outpicturing of your consciousness, but let's not get carried away and too woo-woo shit here. It's basically you playing the whole theater in your mind. The actors are just arranging it like that. That's all that's happening. So why are you choosing this reality versus the one that you would rather live is the question I ask in my coaching. And the question, quite frankly, that you should ask yourself, okay? When it finally like dawns on you, right? At some point, there will be like a point, at least it came to me, and this is why I started this channel. I'm trying to explain it to the best of my ability. This is why I have so many coaching clients. At some point, it will dawn on you that this entire fucking shebang is your theater. You are doing it. Nobody, like till the minutest details. You ever watch these ASMR videos where it's like they create like, I don't know, a forest in the jungle and the rain is falling, or it's like a library with the fireplace, or it's like, I don't fucking know, fairies flying the fuck around. It's beautiful, isn't it? I think it's art form. But that's what reality is. But you're creating it with your mind. That's what it is. You're the biggest, most magnificent fucking computer in your mind. Your mind is the most biggest, magnificent computer, unlike any other fucking computer in the world. And you can create any fucking thing you want. Okay? Just remember that. So anytime you see something you don't prefer, you live in the parallel reality of your choosing where your SP is crazy glued to you. Now you have to have this confidence about it. You have to really experience it on your own. And some of my clients really come to me and they say, look, I manifested this, I manifested that, but here's the area of my problem. Now, this has to do with beliefs, which I cover in my coaching extensively. It's all about beliefs, okay? Even when you don't think I'm working on your beliefs in coaching, I'm still working on your beliefs because I'm pointing out what it is you're projecting out. It has to be beliefs. It's like this, ready? There's infinite intelligence. You are infinite intelligence, a soul, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then your consciousness goes through the kaleidoscope, through the prism of your fucking beliefs on earth that you accumulated through your mother, father, drama, panorama. And then you have reality. Does that make sense to everybody? It goes through the prism of your beliefs. So in order for you to change something on the screen of your reality, you need to change the fucking beliefs. The kaleidoscope has to change. The colors of your kaleidoscope or the formation or the whatever needs to change. That's how you do it. So if before you were saying, my SP is not here, I always want to shake somebody and say, no, he is or she is. But you're keeping them away with your beliefs, with your assumptions, with your conclusions that this means this and this means that. They are already yours. Are you listening to me? They're yours. The party is next door. Go to the fucking party, man. Seriously, though. What's wrong? Don't you like champagne? Or for those of you who don't drink, don't you like caviar? Don't you like parties? Don't you like having a good time? For some reason, you're stopping yourself from going there. Usually it has to do with insecurities and beliefs and all that, but basically beliefs, all right? If you're married to the idea, or you rather understand how this works, what I just basically explained to you, the parallel realities and the choosing and the tuning in, you don't give a shit what's playing right now in the 3D. You're just like, what? I don't... The movie in my mind is about to be outpictured. I don't give a flying fuck about what this means on the outside. This is old newspaper. Like, who gives a shit? You have no idea what I'm about to manifest. Get ready, because it's fucking coming, and it's going to blow my mind and then everybody else's mind. But all I care about is my mind, really. Okay. And so the confidence is what super glues your SP and any outcome to you. Because you're so in your mind about the outcome has no choice but to come to you. You disregard everything on the outside that contradicts everything that you're thinking, or some person can come up to you and say, it's impossible. This never has been. Like, how many times have you heard the story, by the way, in history, where somebody told somebody this cannot be done, and it was done? Okay, so I rest my case. It's stupid. Paying attention to people who say it's impossible, or even circumstances that tell you it's impossible, it's fucking dumb. And if you disregard that shit for just a little while and completely marry your new reality that you prefer, okay? You don't stop yourself from going to the party. You go to the fucking party. You put on your cocktail dress or your tuxedo and say, fuck this shit, fuck this stupid ugly room, fuck this loneliness, fuck this depression. I'm going to the party of my life, one I've always had to be at, but for some fucking stupid reason I prevented myself from. Oh my god, I just remembered, I'm the god of my reality. Hello? Can I wake up? Yes, good morning, how are you? Okay, just keep in mind, your SP is an accessory. A really beautiful one, a lovely one, there is that, but just an accessory. You're the one who is the ruler of your universe. And so, of course, they're going to be crazy glued to you. When you have this confidence coming out of your ears, where you're like, I'm in my gut state. I'm in my gut state for life. This is my daily practice. I decide what happens in my world. So, of course, you're coming along because I decided so. Just like you decided to exterminate them out of your life with your, whatever, insecurities, this and that, yeah, beliefs, fears, la la la, all that jazz. In the same way, you can turn that shit around and make them crazy glued to you. For life. They will never look at any other person. They will never have an argument with you. They will do anything you please. They will lick chocolate off your feet if you wanted them to. Because you're that special. Not in a narcissistic way, but in a kind of like, I love you so much way. There's some magic about you. I don't know how to explain it, but this is amazing what I'm experiencing around you. People who are confident, people who understand what the fuck they want from life, okay? Which are not that many people, parenthesis here. I think most people walk around like, I don't know. If you're really crazy, let me put it this way. If you're crazy glued to your vision is crazy glued to you, period. In the beginning, you're starting out with a vision, right? A desire. Let's just say it's SP, but it could go for anything, like I said. And chances are, right? Again, your beliefs at the time of conception of this desire are not in alignment with that desire. They're not. You're starting out from scratch. At some point, you conceived of the desire, but at that point, your beliefs may not be aligned. And the time that it takes you to manifest your desire is in direct proportion to how long it will take you to work through your beliefs and emotions associated with your past experiences. One more time. And the time that it takes you to manifest your desire is in direct proportion to how long it will take you to work through your beliefs and emotions associated with your past experiences. In other words, if your pipes are fucking clogged with shit, you need to clean the fucking pipes of your beliefs. You need to clean your bathroom. You need to clean your fucking living room and discard the garbage. You need to take care of cleaning out the mess that you have inherited from other people or accumulated on your own through experiences, beliefs, this and that and the other. And then and only then you get to create new stuff. Oh my God, so wonderful. New is wonderful. Because who the fuck wants to hang on to shit that's stale and garbage and this, that, and the other? Get rid of that shit. This has to do with resentment, anger, unforgiveness, all that jazz that, basically you're kind of like mad at yourself for making yourself experience certain things that you didn't want to. But now that you're coming into this knowledge that you created all, get rid of it. Start anew. It could be easy. It should be easy. It is easy. It is literally like going to a room next door where the party has been playing the entire time. And can I tell you something? Like the other day, somebody asked me a question. I can't remember her name now, but she asked me, my problem isn't bringing them back, but it's like how to make them stay. Well, it's kind of the same thing, quite frankly, because if you've got the energy of they're with me for life and they're, that's the end of it, the party never stops, then the party never stops. But if the party starts winding down, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing internally to do it? You're in command, whether you're getting them back or keeping them or whatever it is you're doing, you're in command. So keeping them, it's your decision. If you want to keep them, they're yours. So the idea is why you even question that in your mind if you can keep them, because the decision is yours. So it usually has to do with some fears. With the manifestations, once you start working in my coaching, for example, shifting your beliefs and understanding about all of what I just discussed, the shift is, it takes time, but you will see certain manifestations. It's kind of like drip, 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 ocean, right? So this little manifestation, tapa, 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 two, before you know it, it's a river, and then it's a fucking ocean. The idea is to break through all these like negative beliefs, through all of that jazz that you picked up, and to become a brand new version of yourself so that you can experience something unprecedented. Okay, like you don't even think about it anymore. Yes, of course they're crazy glued to me. That's not even a fucking question. Like, yeah, duh. It's like, I know my name is Anna. My SP is crazy glued to me. Thank you very much. Like, yeah, hello. Thank you very much for listening. All the information from me is below. The link is below. The information is below. Until next time, ciao, ciao.